And we're live.
Hi.
And welcome to a new
Oh,
episode
joy.
of the African American Announce Table. I am one of your multiple hosts, or at Shaq Excellence on Twitter.
Ismail at Lansdale Forever on Twitter.
Mark, every black homo, heavy emphasis on ho, permanent mood.
Nice way to keep the ball rolling.
Can't relate. James Kirk, Captain Kirk,
Direct,
Il Capitano 94 on Twitter. Just
direct
Il
coverage
Capitano
comment.
94.
And of course, yours truly, the Pink Ranger to this Dino Charge team, Source du Mal, not Bougie.
Hey.
No.
Anyway, this is going to be an interesting night because we have two NXT Takeover San Antonio and the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
But first, we got to go over to Ismail and Source with their indie corner.
No joy.
Yeah,
Let me just.
Also question: Is this the first episode we've done since Wrestle Kingdom? Since that happened?
It's the first stream of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to go a little
We
in.
would not go off on Wrestle Kingdom.
I'm about to go off on Wrestle Kingdom. If you would let me, please.
Please.
Okay, so yeah, like Shaq so eloquently put it, this is our first episode of the African American Announce Table since the year roundup that I missed last year. I guess last year now. Anyway, so this is our first show since the Wrestle Kingdom 11 happened. So for the indie corner, I'm exclusively gonna cover that because that's really the biggest thing that's happened in wrestling in a few years. Anyway, I'm just gonna cover the major points. Basically, Adam Cole, three-time Ring of Honor World Champion, beat out Kyle O'Reilly at Wrestle Kingdom 11. That was cool. Takahashi beat Kushida for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Dethroning Kushida after him being Junior Heavyweight Champion for a year, maybe a little more. Naito retained the IWGP Intercontinental Championship versus Tanahashi. Amazing match. I'm not sure what Dave Meltzer gave that, but it doesn't matter what he gave it because Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship is the single greatest professional wrestling match to ever happen in the history of the sport.
Yes,
and no
God.
one ever convinced me otherwise.
4 days in the year. Within the year, it's already a wrap.
4 days into the year, and we have match of the year, match of the history of this
It's
sport.
a 6-star match for a reason,
Dave
man.
Meltzer gave it 6 out of 5 stars, ladies and gentlemen.
Christ.
Broke his own rating scale.
He broke his own rating scale because
Jesus.
Kenny Omega and Okada tore the roof off the Tokyo Dome. Oh my goodness. That match is amazing. If you haven't seen it, please
Go watch it.
watch it.
Go watch it.
Watch it,
It's
then watch it again, and then watch it again. And if you
Burn
still
it
think
into
it's
your
not the
mind.
greatest match ever, watch it again. Please.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is worth it. The thing is when I tried to watch it live, which was a mistake because it was at 4 a.m. my time, and I fell asleep, and then I woke up in the morning, and I missed the entirety of the match, and all I see when I first log into Twitter is people were like, "That might be the greatest match I've ever seen." So I quickly rushed over to the first stream I could find of it, and that shit blew my mind.
Beyond.
I understand, for people who are uninitiated to New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you don't think it's the greatest match ever, because of that, then I understand. Because if you're not following the story, if you're not invested in the characters, then I get it. But at the same time, I don't get it because the match itself, like the work itself, is flawless.
And
It's perfect.
if anything, to entice the non-New Japan viewers, they broadcasted it. They broadcasted Wrestle Kingdom 11 with JR doing commentary, Jim Ross himself doing it, and so that'll be your good intro if you need a familiar voice to guide you through New Japan.
Exactly. And even if you want to watch it with JR or fucking Kevin Kelly and Steve Carino on commentary, or whoever the fuck Yoshitatsu in New Japan, I don't care. I don't care who you want to watch it on commentary with. It doesn't matter.
Just go watch.
Just watch it.
Just watch.
It's so it's perfect, and it solidified my viewpoint that Kenny Omega can outwork any living active wrestler on the face of the earth today.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care.
Also, he gives us looks like no other. Like when he came out with the fucking Kano mask and the gun blade, I was just done. I was like, yes, boo. Yes. Serve that look, bitch. Serve it.
And just to highlight a few spots from the match, Kenny Omega took a back body drop over the top rope out to the outside of the ring through a table. And if you watch Japanese wrestling, those tables are not to be fucked with.
No, they are not.
Kenny Omega took a Randy Orton style, I guess, hangman DDT off the barricade on the outside from Kazuchika Okada. He did a fucking like triangle moonsault over the fucking barricade, like from the ring. The Rainmaker like into the knee from Kenny Omega. The fact that they protected the one-winged angel, and that Kenny Omega had, he tried to hit the one-winged angel and he couldn't do it because if he did, he would have beat Okada. They protected the fuck out of his move. The Rainmaker, like I'll explain. Like the Rainmaker, in essence, is just a clothesline. So he hit it like 5 times, and Kenny Omega kicked out of it 4 times, which makes sense because it's just a clothesline. But the one-winged angel is like a fucking electric chair pile driver. Like that's different. It's a whole other ball game. So they had to protect it, and they did it amazingly. And the spot that everyone talked about, the fucking dragon suplex from the top rope. Kenny Omega drops
Almost died.
Okada on his fucking neck, on the back of his head. Literally, like, I watched it and I yelped like a child because, like, oh my, like Kenny Omega, Okada himself said that that's the first time in his career that he felt like he was gonna die in a wrestling match. And if you watch that spot, you will understand why. You'll feel it. You'll feel your neck like contract into your body. Like it hurts.
Yeah.
So good. Please watch it. Please. Oh, and Cody debuted at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, and Cody Rhodes debuted.
That was cool too.
Versus fucking versus CJ
Juice
Parker.
Robinson. Juice Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
Juice.
Juice Robinson.
The premier white dreads.
Yeah.
Lord.
Anyway, thank you, Ismail. Source, what you got on your end?
Okay, so we got a few things going on. First off, World of Sport Wrestling is back. They had a revival earlier this month, and for the first time, they actually had a women's match, which was Viper versus oh my goodness, Alexis Rose, and I love Viper. Okay, I got to rep for my big girls because there's so few of us out here in the wrestling world, so I got to rep for my big girls and Viper. Yes, girl, she got that win. Also, Rise. I told you guys about Rise last time, which is the pretty much kind of a really good developmental indie circuit from the wonderful Kevin Harvey. He actually had his second show in California, which is a pretty big thing, especially because California is a very, very, very hard circuit to, break into. Like you gotta have your shit together if you're going, like, California, New York, Jersey, down south. You gotta have your shit together if you're gonna bring something to um to those areas, and Kevin definitely brought it through. We also saw the TNA Knockouts champion Rosemary come through. There's quite a few good matches. Soraya Knight pretty much beating shit out of everybody, but it's fucking Soraya Knight.
That's Soraya Knight. So.
It's Soraya Knight. Like, she will kill you. Like, she will fucking kill you. That's a fact. Like, she walks in, you just expect to die. But yeah, and the current reigning Rise Phoenix of Rise champion, Angel Dust, did retain her championship against Delilah Doom. So good stuff with that. Really, really excited to see Rise come through again. And I know that they are going to be coming through once again for the next Shimmer run through, which will be in the summertime. Not exactly sure what date, but it's Shimmer. So yay, all the women's wrestling. All the women's wrestling.
Hey, awesome! That's awesome news. Thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Source, for the Indie Corner. And now let's move on to the first of our two pay-per-view discussions. And first up, we're going to talk about San Antonio. Now, first off, the first match of this card was Eric Young versus Ty Dillinger.
Wait. Before we recap anything, yes. I just saw the greatest tweet of the night.
Oh, quote, Jesus.
Samoa Joe in the hotel getting sloppy toppy, trying to figure out why his phone keep buzzing.
Why?
Oh man. Okay, continue.
That NXT Takeover. Young, accompanied with his Sanity teammates Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, aka Big Damo, versus Ty Dillinger. Very solid opener. Ty is over as fuck, as it will be a recurring theme.
Also, can we briefly talk about Ty Dillinger's music? Because tonight was actually the first time I actually heard his music. And and then he comes out, and I'm just like, but you are a superhero as fuck. And I love you. I love you so much, and literally first time even seeing this man, I'm just like, I already love you. Yes, you're in the pocket of favorites already.
I love Ty, but at the same time, I'm still confused about his entrance gear, that big ass he looks like he
let him live with the He-Man high collar, okay? Let him live. You don't do it.
It looks like he put a window frame, hung it around his chest,
no, you're not gonna come for his He-Man high collar, okay? That is gold. He needs a train to go at the bottom of it, but it's gold. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, you got
it. Anyway, but the whole story between these two was that Eric Young, him and Ty Dillinger, they used to be buddies, on the indie circuit, and Eric Young wanted Ty Dillinger to join Sanity, but Ty was like, "No, I don't want nothing to do with that shit." At the beginning of the match, he was like, "Yo, listen, you got one more chance. I'm gonna whoop your ass, but you could join Sanity and I won't have to whoop your ass." He's like, "Nah, listen, we gonna fight." And so Ty held his own, had to deal with some offense from his name's Killian Damo, but I'm calling him Big Damo. I'm too used to that. Yeah, Wolf and Damo, they came in with the fucking massive. Killian Dane came in with the fucking massive ass crossbody. That I did go yikes on that. It was just a really good, solid, stiff match between the two of them. I dug the ending with fucking Dillinger attacking the other two because distraction, sanity, and fucking Eric Young doing a young blood on him out of nowhere, which is it was great, like over the ropes and shit. And it ended in 10:55. Sorry, I'm kind of in the mess because happening in the Rumble is kind of put me in the fucking mess. But I thought it was a solid opening match. Both guys did really solid work. What do you guys think?
I low-key already forgot.
I thought it was a good match. I don't really fuck with the idea of Ty Dillinger being the whole resident jobber of NXT. Because when was the last time he won a match? Seriously.
Well, he lost on the last takeover.
Granted, it's been to Nakamura and Bobby Roode before.
That's what I mean.
That's cool. Eric Young, I don't really watch NXT. At least the weekly product. I watch the takeovers.
That's the funny thing. We both. I don't think any one of us knows anymore.
Yeah, so
we're just yo, listen, takeover is gonna be lit, but other than that, in between is gonna be all right, cool.
Exactly. I don't watch it weekly, so I'm not really invested into Sanity. I know who Eric Young is, and he's a good in-ring guy.
Mm-hmm.
But as for Big Damo, I've seen him in WCPW. He was cool, I guess. He kind of copped Kenny Omega's finisher, so I'm not really that hot on him. But I guess the overwhelming message of the opener for Takeover San Antonio is that Ty Dillinger is so good at his job.
Yeah.
And that's being stuck in developmental for 10 plus years, apparently.
I need him to prosper.
He gonna need to come up soon. Hopefully.
He needs to prosper. Come on.
I hope the Rumble was his.
W.
I hope the Rumble was his call up to the main roster because he could be a damn good United States or Intercontinental champion. The way I see it.
Yeah.
He has a low ceiling, but I think
exactly.
Well, he could do well. He could find a pocket and then do well in that. I don't think he's gonna get higher than a U.S. title run, but he can probably do well for a few years.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like they could bring him up and put him against Jericho. Jericho's the man to put him over if they did.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, they let.
I feel like Jericho's job at this point is to be the guy that the NXT guys come up to and beat first. Or just new guys in general, Jericho's the first rivalry.
Like Fandango.
Oh God, that was beautiful though.
Oh man, I'd love me some WrestleMania 28.
Yep. God, that was a fucking mess. Anyway. You other guys, what did you guys think? Or did you guys just completely forget about the match too?
Well, Kirk said he didn't watch the show.
I didn't watch the show.
Oh, okay, all right. So NXT is gonna be just between me, Mark, and Ismail, right? I'm assuming for this one.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I can't hear Mark at all. By the way, I'm not sure if that's just me.
Still?
Is that just?
I don't hear you just fine just now.
I can hear Mark.
I can't hear Mark. Yikes.
Hear me at all?
Yeah, I see him speak. But
you what?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I see him speaking, but I can't hear him.
Ah, shit.
Let's run with it. Let's go.
Improv.
I'll pull up the stream on my phone so I can hear Mark's little bits.
All right, cool. That works. Anyway, next up in the card was Roderick Strong versus Andrade Cien Almas, and
my favorite.
Yeah, Roddy, Mr. ROH, as I call him. This match was I called the first match stiff. No, this one they slammed the fuck out of each other.
It was incredible.
It was fantastic. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. But I don't have much to say about this one, but like I just enjoyed just the brutality of it because it's just like this is some strong style ass shit. And
No pun intended.
no pun intended. But yeah, no. What do you guys think of it?
I thought it was dope. Roderick Strong is easily one of my favorite wrestlers right now. Like, period. I love his work in Ring of Honor, despite the fact that he never won the Ring of Honor World Title. I loved him in PWG with his whole like reign of terror with the Young Bucks and shit, and Adam Cole / Super Dragon in Mount Rushmore 2. And then when I heard he was coming up to NXT, I fucking like freaked out because holy shit, Roderick Strong in WWE. Granted, he can't do the End of Heartache anymore, which is all right, I guess. But he's still Roderick Strong, and he, in my opinion, has like the best motor, like the best endurance in the WWE, and he can go like at the same consistent like high speed the entire match, which is something that not many people can do. Like people like Seth and Roman and Finn Balor, they pull off like these high impact, like high velocity moves, like back to back to back to back, and then they take a break, and there's like a cool down period in the match. Roderick just does it the whole match. Another person that's just like that is Cesaro, for example. But I'm not really a big fan of Andrade Almas, CN Almas, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
Like I've when he came up to NXT, I went back and I watched some of his Sombra stuff in AAA and CMLL, like when he wrestled in a mask, and that was cool. Just to get some background on him, but he's not really impressing me like thus far in NXT. But it was a good match. I liked it. The right man won.
Yeah.
And
the right man won with that fucking brutal ass
I can't wait
kick.
to see him destroy Bobby Roode. This is gonna be amazing.
To that in a bit. But Mark, what do you think of the match?
Forgot it already.
Also?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
no worries. Next up, my personal favorite match of the night, which was the Authors of Pain versus DIY for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Man,
that one was surprisingly good.
Great. DIY. It's a testament also to DIY to just how good they are, and how they made the Authors of Pain look like $1 million fucking dollars. Like when Authors of Pain came out, when they first showed up, and we were just like, all right, who are these guys? And they're just gonna be kind of like the monster heels. That makes sense. That's cool. But like here, they use their monster like heel persona to great effect, especially considering like the massive difference in size and speed between the two teams. And like I appreciated the fact that like they like as soon as DIY got in some offense, because they had to use their speed because otherwise they were totally fucked. And they ended up being totally fucked anyway because the others are so fucking powerful that they just knocked that shit down so fast. Like my personal favorite spot of the whole match was when they tried to replicate what they did at NXT Takeover Toronto, where they had the arm bar, where they both got locked in submission. This, I'm gonna lift up Ciampa and just drop him on Gargano to break the submission. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, these guys are beasts. And it's just such a badass match. Like Kirk and Swords, y'all got to see this match because it's honestly super dope. And they won with their fucking double crazy ass power bomb. The double power bomb followed by the last chapter, and they won in 30. But it was a hell of a fucking match.
Truthfully, my favorite spot was like I'm not sure if it was like I don't know the Authors of Pain. I don't know either of their names. I think it's like Razor and Akem.
Akam and Razor.
Yeah, I like switched both of them. Anyway, I'm not sure which one of them it was, but like he had picked Gargano like by the leg, and Gargano was like, like jumping to go tag Ciampa in, and he turns around and like Enziguri is the guy, and he takes the Enziguri, and then he just fucking like shakes it off and like turns around and tags the other guy in, like no sells the king.
He's like, yo, no, that weak ass
like.
It's basically they're like two Brolys.
Exactly, it's amazing.
Wow.
Exactly.
Mark, what do you think of the tag team match?
Considering their work, the Office of Pain from the last episode, that was surprisingly good. Like I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. But I think also it could be a testament to how good DIY is. Yeah, Shmuel dropped off. Okay, there he goes.
Oh boy.
But yeah, like my favorite part was the ending of the match because like I expected them to win when they were going for their finisher, and then they both just picked them up and did the they bounced them off of each other and did a power bomb.
Yeah, that double power bomb. It literally looks like they're toasting each other, just using other bodies. He's just like, yeah.
That's
here's Troy's.
And then they like the power bomb that follows, like the power bomb like toast, like is so like impactful. It's crazy.
That's how I'm like. I'm terrified anytime they lift them up to do a power bomb. I'm like, no. And I'm glad that they don't like drop the other on. They don't drop the power bombs on each other because like they did that once. So like I think to some random, and the other dude who got slammed with the other guy got like really injured.
Yeah.
So it's better to do it separately.
GG, fucking TM61.
Random jumper. Yeah. Is it? I'm pretty sure one of them is injured now too. So that sucks because they were getting some momentum too.
Yeah, I think he like fucking like tore something in his knee. I believe.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Anyway, next match is the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship between Asuka, Nikki Cross, Billie Kay, and Peyton Royce.
Now that one I did see, and yes.
Okay, yes, awesome. Knew you'd come through with the women's wrestling. Thank you.
Of course.
I thought this match was great.
Yes.
I'm not too familiar with Billie Kay and Peyton Royce like separately, but I joined their whole like best friend kind of thing where they just kind of help each other just try and be a team. They're basically, it turned into a 1-on-1-on-2 match basically for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
And I dug the whole like thing at the beginning because like they're two very girly girl type wrestlers versus Asuka, who will kick your fucking head off, just straight up insane. And so they're just like holding each other like, yo, you know, let's just get out of the ring. And then when they fight each other, we'll just come back in and try and take them out. And I just really dug that whole play that they had. Nikki Cross, she's very terrifying, but at the same time also kind of like fine to me, which is weird. But like,
yeah, you and your white girls.
You and your white girls.
Y'all can shut up.
I am saying absolutely nothing.
You and your white girls.
Yeah, okay, Kurt.
Listen. Anyway, I just like I run this match that the eventual 1-on-1 between Asuka and Nikki Cross is going to be fucking ridiculous. Like that is going to be one insanely good just 1-on-1 match.
Mm-hmm.
But enjoyed all four of them. Had some really good moments. I dug that they didn't pin Nikki because I feel like Sanity is going to make a very big play in the coming months ahead. Like probably around like I want to say like SummerSlam the latest, where I'm hoping that Sandy just cleans house and has like every fucking title in NXT because that'd be great. But I like that Billie Kay and Peyton, they had their big moment where to like the announce table, they double suplexed her on Nikki onto a table so they can try and take out Asuka. Also, or Peyton, but one of them pulled out a widow's peak.
Yeah, it was Peyton.
Yeah.
It was Peyton.
It wasn't even like
widow's peak, and
it was
yeah,
like
I haven't seen that since story days.
It was like kind of a modified one.
Exactly, like it was like a quick release Widow's Peak because she just like grabbed her in like the gory position and she just dropped her
Yeah,
And
that was dope. I didn't know she could pull that out. That was great.
yeah, and I'm very happy with that because like Peyton, like when I first saw Peyton when NXT came to Chicago, she was so green. She was green as God's green grass. Good Lord. So she still is green, but she's definitely improved a lot in her characterization as well as her ring ability. The spot where her and Billy are like, she's cackling maniacally after she puts Nikki Cross through the table. I'm just like, yes, bitch, yeah. Like that was a beautiful moment. And I was definitely impressed by her. Billy Kay, it's fucking Billy Kay. I love her. Like she's good. Nikki and Asuka, good God, those two are hard hitters, and I love it. Uh, I love it so much. And yes, like you said, I'm looking forward to their singles match for sure.
Also,
I also
let me point out first before next up that but Asuka, she won because she fucking kicked her fucking head off. Fucking kicked Peyton's head off. Like that was ridiculous. At 9:55, which is shorter than I thought it would be, honestly. But for what it was, I highly enjoyed it. Anyway, Phil?
I just wanted to add that I still believe Asuka has some of, if not the best music in wrestling. Period.
Yeah. No, that thing's fire.
Her entrance music is so good, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna get any disagreement here.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic match. And finally, in NXT, the battle of the two great entrances in
The battle of the epic entrances.
The best entrance that I've ever fucking seen, and it was like back to back. And but no, I highly enjoyed this match. It's Nakamura and Rude. Like there was very very little chance that both of them would disappoint. Especially in the entrance category where fucking Bobby Roode comes out with just like a row of women, and
like a pimp.
Like like the most swagged out motherfucker in a pimp. Like that is the most Ric Flair ass shit I've seen since Ric Flair in his prime.
Exactly. With the Ric Flair like purple rhinestone robe, like glorious across his back, bro.
And
incredible shit.
And Nakamura coming in with that like epileptic ass like surfboard or whatever. Like he was just like posing, like the balls were going off, and like someone's gonna get a seizure from this. Because it was going on for a minute. I was like, oh, you could stop that now, please. My eyes are hurting.
Oh no.
Shinsuke doesn't know what stop means. Please.
Actually, before I continue, I want to put a pause because there's one important thing that I forgot to mention that happened during the show.
Oh yeah,
crashing the show.
Yes,
like, that was out of nowhere. Like immediately after the like tag team match, all you hear is let me out of like we're like what the fuck.
I think it was something like it was like because the camera was on.
Oh, you want to take it? Like I'm taking this bitch over, and we're like what? And
it was like so the show's called Takeover, huh? Well, I'm taking this bitch over. I was like, oh my god.
It's like, oh shit, what's he gonna do? And it's like, yo, Hunter, come out here. And NXT parent Triple H come
NXT
out
dad
as like Triple H, and he just came out, just stared at him like, yo, listen, we gonna do this, but not right now.
And he called security. He called the goons on him.
I called the goons on him, the security, and he started just kicking the shit out of security. But then he got pulled away, and everyone was just chanting bullshit for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was. I'm surprised they haven't done that sooner. Or I think it's one of those things. Like I'm glad they finally did it because I'm like, for how long have we been saying like there's a bit of a disconnect between Triple H and NXT and Triple H on the main roster.
Yeah, it's almost like two different universes.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, but now they're merging that shit now, a la Secret Wars, like comic book shit. But anyway, I mean, this like that moment rejuvenated my interest in the rivalry because for the most part I was just kind of like I've been kind of bored with Rollins as a baby face for the most part, but this was like this kind of Seth is the fucking man, so I'm excited to see what happens.
You're right.
Anyway, back to Rude and Nakamura. Match is great, as I mentioned earlier. I dig the whole like playing on the knee because that's the Kinshasa. That's Nakamura's baby. That's his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, when he did he did a knee strike or a knee drop on the apron, and he started clutching his leg, and you're like, oh no! Like for a second, I thought he actually like legit got injured, but the moment that I didn't see an X show up in like 30 seconds after, I was like, okay, no, this is part of the story. And so, what was it?
Hey, you don't hear me?
Yeah,
You're a robot.
fuzzy.
You're a synth.
You're fuzzy, yeah.
You're a synth.
I don't know what's happening.
Mr. Fucking fresh out. Was oh right, yes. He hit the Kinshasa, but he couldn't make it over to Bobby Roode because his knee was hurting like hell. And Bobby Roode, like he lasts long enough to where he can get up, and then he starts targeting that knee and using like the most brutal single leg Boston Crab I've seen in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And he just starts punching the knee. I was like, oh, that is fucking messed up. But
I think it looked brutal.
It did.
It looked brutal because like Bobby Roode is like swole as shit, and he was flexing like a motherfucker, and his traps were like popping out of his neck. So it looked like he was just torquing that knee real bad.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Bobby Roode manages to pull out the glorious DDT, and he actually manages to pin Shinsuke Nakamura in 27-15, which I was surprised. Like I shouldn't be, but I am. And someone pointed this out on Reddit that I only realized after, that all 3 of the NXT champions are undefeated. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting going forward to see what happens.
Oh shit, that is true.
Yeah, but I also feel like it probably won't last as long for Bobby Roode because he's newer.
True.
Next up in line for like an NXT fight or like the title shot. Like I'm assuming
Roderick Strong.
Also, what about Finn though?
Well,
Do you think Finn's gonna go back to NXT?
Finn,
I think Finn's gonna get.
no, Finn.
I think when Finn gets cleared, he's gonna get put in a program with no, not Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, just to, like continue that after he beats Triple H at Mania.
Well, Seth Rollins is a face now, so I think that those plans might be scrapped at the
No,
very
I think-
least.
I mean, I think that could still work.
Yeah, they could
Especially
turn
these days.
Finn heel and put the club together with him and the tag champs.
Yeah,
Well,
Just saying.
How is Finn not healed? Like his alter ego's a demon.
listen, cool makeup. People are like, oh, he's a face.
So I mean, the Undertaker is a demon, and he's like, no one's ever gonna boo the Undertaker.
Wait,
That's
that
what
doesn't make him a not heel though.
Fight's clean though, so like, actually, no, I can't even use the fight clean because Rusev. We've made a purpose of saying Rusev is a face.
He really is though. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
Rusev was literally a face.
They keep booking him as a face. They just tell us we're supposed to boo him and like y'all are lying.
Like,
Bro, he fights for the love of his wife and his family. Like, what's wrong with him?
How's he a bad guy?
What do you
Well,
guys think?
understand.
Those of you who watched the Bobby Roode Nakamura match, what do you guys think of it?
One of my favorite parts is kind of random when Shinsuke was setting Bobby up for the finisher. Bobby just laid there on the ground playing possum for like 5 minutes. And, like, Shinsuke was getting so frustrated waiting for him to get up so he could kick. And he just stayed down, and then finally Shinsuke just gave up waiting, and then went over to him. And as soon as he got over to him, then Bobby Roode put him into he pinned him.
Yeah,
So that was really funny.
No, that was great because I was like, "Yo, this thing ain't about to get up," and you can just see the frustration on Nakamura. He's like,
Yeah, he was so
"Fuck
pissed
up."
off. He was like, "Get the fuck up."
But no, that was fantastic. Ismail, what'd you think?
About the Nakamura match.
Yeah, what'd you like? Any spots that you want to call out?
I want to just the way that he quote unquote injured his knee. Like when he went to, I guess, like go over the top or like get Bobby from the other side of the apron, and Bobby like lifted him over, and he like landed on his knee on the apron, and then he like twisted and
Yeah,
landed on his knee again on the floor. That would looked awkward as hell. So like I was convinced the whole match that he like legit hurt himself. Even though you didn't see the X, like I feel like he at least tweaked it to some extent. Um, so I was just watching the whole match, and then I was thinking like, how is he gonna beat him? Because the Kinshasa is all knee. Like he, even if he hits it, like he's probably not gonna pin him. And I was
yeah,
thinking like, there's no way that they can give Shinsuke the belt twice and have him lose the belt this in the first defense of both reigns.
yeah.
So I was like, Shinsuke has to win this match. Like it's impossible. So then he hits the Kinshasa at the end, and then the ref's checking on him because he couldn't make the cover. So he's checking on his knee, and he's like, "No, no, I'm gonna continue the fight. I'm a fighting champion. I'm gonna keep the match going." He gets up and gets hit with the Impaler DDT. So I was like, "Okay, so he's gonna kick out now." And then when he didn't kick out, I was just a little upset because, like, as much as Bobby Roode being the person to beat Shinsuke for the belt, I would rather much have had that happened like Mania Takeover. Feel me? Like,
Yeah, that's
just
true.
give like just at least give Shinsuke some kind of credibility as
I
a
think
champion.
I think Shinsuke's gonna be fun because he did have it for a bit, like that first reign at least.
I don't know. I kind of feel like they might be getting them ready to go up to the main roster, so that might be why they went to get off of him. I mean, I don't know because I feel like the stories on NXT are in so much drip. Like they kind of have to consider main roster call-ups because we have to remember it's a developmental product. So I feel like that's probably why they took it off of them now instead of waiting.
I feel like that's the only like rational explanation
Yeah,
because
so
like
I think probably what they're gonna do is now have him do the rematch part of the feud. He's gonna lose again, and then he'll probably go up to the main roster after that. Yeah,
like if he doesn't go up to the
otherwise it made no sense.
exactly like if he's not going up soon,
Kirk, you sound a lot better now.
you good.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, I enjoyed the takeover. Takeovers are consistently good, like for the most part. I don't think there still hasn't been a bad one yet. Also, one funny thing I want to point out that people like couldn't stop pointing out at the end of the match was during the celebration, and the way they end the show was that they were gonna cut. She's trying to take Glorious in the background, but I swear James must have been in the audience because whoever had the L, they took an L. Those people who had the sign because it said Glorious instead of Glorious because the dude who held the actual L sat the fuck down right when the camera panned over to them. This is really, really shitty. Like the people who had like the cheap seats finally had their moment to shine, and y'all fuck it up. It was a Kirk approved L.
Like no, they weren't ready.
The L. But anyway, time to move on to the bigger show.
First, someone has a background noise issue.
Yeah, no, that's.
What does it sound like?
Sounds like a fan.
Yeah, or like a air conditioner, heater, something.
Not me.
I think I got something on.
I have a fan on, but it's been blowing this whole time. Hold on, let me turn it off and see. Nope.
There it goes.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Nope, it wasn't my fan because the sound's still there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That was Kurt.
No, I haven't
Kirk,
had one
it
on
has to be
me.
for you.
I'm still fixing my shit though, real quick. So one second.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay, we'll let you work that out.
Matt, I'm just gonna kind of introduce the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
There you go.
What the Royal Rumble?
How do I sound right now, real quick? Wait.
There you go. You good.
Perfect.
So keep whatever you've been doing, whatever you're doing right now. Just keep it.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I did that, and then it just switched all of a sudden because you were like, "Hey, fix your stuff," and I didn't change anything.
Okay.
But yes, the Royal Rumble, which might actually be like my personal favorite pay-per-view because of the fact that the Royal Rumble is like a once-a-year thing. Despite like, well, we will get
Unlike every other
We
pay-per-view.
will get there. Give us time.
to that. Like, at least the Royal Rumble is kind of one of those things I'm still excited for, regardless of how shitty the previous year was. But anyway, the first match, actually, this one is going to be kind of a mess for me because I was going to and from a wrestling party to watch the Royal Rumble, so there's some parts that I missed.
The irony. You missed
The irony.
You missed a lot of the show because of a wrestling party. Go figure.
Yeah, because blame my town's really shitty transit. It, like,
Source had no problems with it.
Look,
Chicago has its problems too.
it's okay.
Okay.
We here. All right.
Listen, do y'all's buses like have the last bus at like 10 o'clock?
Okay, we're not that bad.
It's that bad. Trust me.
Oh, I am.
But anyway, on the pre-show, which that part I entirely missed, so I'm leaving it up to you guys to fill me in.
Okay.
Was the 6-woman tag match between Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi,
Yes.
and Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, and Natalia.
Source, if you would please.
So, Source, if you're the women's wrestling expert, if you will.
So first things first. Definitely was loving the antagonizing chemistry between Natty and Nikki Bella. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Mhm.
Like because Natty has been well overdue for some screen time, and she does heal the best. Let's be real. It was long overdue. Yeah, she does heal wonderfully. I mean, and honestly, she's overdue for a title run, but that's neither here nor there. Also, the combination of Mickey James and Alexa Bliss together, I'm really liking. Just as a mentor-mentee type of thing going on, and how they're kind of dealing with that with Becky Lynch. Naomi kind of felt like out of place, but now with this win, I'm praying, Lord, hear me, hear my cry, hear me in my heart of hearts. Let us feel the glow this WrestleMania, please, Lord. Let us build up to it. We're on the road. This is a very big, because honestly, she's really the only person that doesn't have like an actual story going on right now. I mean, we got Natty and Nikki. Carmella's over there with James Ellsworth. Why, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Then we also have the triple triad type of thing going on between Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, and Becky Lynch. And Naomi is the odd person out. So this is a huge opportunity for Naomi to finally get some shine. And I'm just praying that we get that for her, because Naomi deserves it. She's waited far too long. She needs to get the strap.
Just give her all her things.
Like, it took her damn too long enough to get some merchandise for this woman. She needs the strap. Give her the strap.
Yeah. And my whole thing is, imagine how dope that entrance is gonna look on the Mania stage.
Look.
Oh yeah.
So cool.
Look, she about to listen. What's gonna happen is she gonna get Missy Elliott to come out with her with the glow. Listen, you seen Missy Elliott's new video?
Yes.
Like, bruh.
Yes.
but
Just
that
come
video
on.
was fire. That video was
Look,
so fire.
I'm just
Yo,
saying.
shout out to Missy Elliott. She's my Twitter mutual, guys. I just love her so much.
No,
Love you, Missy.
Yes,
What
you're
but
a go
did
way to
like
show.
We'll
I would
talk later.
die.
Well, I'll hit you up later, Miss
Get the
Misdemeanor.
fuck out.
Get your ass out of here.
Anyway, but yeah, like I need Naomi to prosper. 2017, give us the black girl magic.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Let us feel the glow.
Yes. What you got? What do you other guys? What y'all think of the 6-woman tag match? If y'all saw it.
I wasn't able to pay as much attention to it because I had a conference call at the time that it diverted like half of my attention. But what I saw was really good. I think it brought all of the women's teams together really well, and then it also kind of I expected Naomi to beat Alexa just because it seemed like they were going down the road of having them feud, so that's a good way to jumpstart it. So yeah, so I mean, I was happy with how it went. Obviously, like I also wanted to see Naomi and Alexa at WrestleMania. I think Naomi has she's paid her dues. She's put in her time. Like it's her turn.
Yeah. No. Finally,
Black girl magic.
Black girl magic has to happen at Mania. It has to. It needs to happen. Absolutely. Hey, next up on the pre-show was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championships. There was a special stipulation that 2 referees were assigned for this match because they would always do some like sneak off with a win, and so for the one the only thing I know about it is that the club came through with the victory, so they finally won the fucking Raw Tag Team titles, which is long overdue, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
People who's on the tag match, what do you guys think of it? Or did no one?
No, I watched it.
Okay.
I watched it
I
too. I
watched
watched it.
So it was a thing that happened.
It was just a thing that happened. Like nothing surprised me. Like I figured they were gonna win. Like Cesaro and Sheamus, as cool as they were pretty much just placeholders for this moment.
Transitional champions, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah, that's the term I was looking for.
the odd couple was prone to actually implode sometime soon. I'm expecting a heel turn from Sheamus very soon.
That's a half turn.
I mean, a half turn. I mean,
Yeah.
really a quarter turn face. Just like
It's like 90 degrees.
like
45 degrees.
just literally just look
I never have
just look
expectations
slightly to your
for
left for the heel turn. Like Cesaro is over. I need him to be champion
This year.
very soon this year. I need it to
world
happen.
champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really need it to happen because
WWE.
just that one match where he bodied everybody.
Oh,
Came out the ring, slapped, uppercut, back into the ring, like, bruh.
It was incredible.
And he's got the mic skills, he's got the crowd, he's got the skills in the ring. Like, give it to him. It's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Yeah, 2017
Build him up.
2017 is here.
that was
Yes,
that's
he needs to go on.
that whole thing was still my favorite spot of last year when he when he just like yo uppercut 619 dive uppercut stomp he came back in the ring crossbody all in like 30 seconds and you're like how the fuck
Bodied everybody. Like, that is perfection.
four niggas in 30 seconds.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like Cesaro is one of the few people in the WWE that can go like consistently for a very long time without stopping. And
Well,
it's
I
amazing.
mean, hello, Ring of Honor. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, Cassius Ohno's back in the WWE, and when he gets called up, they can bring back the Kings of Wrestling. Just saying.
I need it. I need it in my life. Just fuck me up.
I need me
Just
some Cassius Ohno on the main
Look.
roster.
Look, I'm gonna be like Mark for like 2 seconds. Just let me be the meat in that sandwich, please. Just please, God.
Please, Lord.
I'm mad you said that
Anyway,
because I've been thinking about going to make a sandwich this whole time because I'm starving.
See now.
Oh,
I was like, will they notice while I walk away to make a
again.
sandwich?
Oh,
no, he's not. He's fine.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, nice and better.
Yeah, mind your business.
Next.
Anyways,
Next
segue.
up. Anyway, finally on the pre-show, which is two of our wifeys here at the AAA table, Nia Jax and Sasha Banks facing off. Again, pre-show, so I haven't seen it. All I know is that apparently Sasha has continued her curse of losing at pay-per-views.
I'm kind of saddened by this year's Royal Rumble.
Sasha didn't just lose on pay-per-view. Nia Jax destroyed her on pay-per-view.
Yeah, they let Nia Jax do Nia Jax.
They let Nia
Yeah.
Jax.
Yeah, I mean, we not see that coming though.
Yeah. I expected her to win,
That's
but
true.
I didn't expect her to Nia Jax like jobber on Raw Sasha Banks. Like, bro, it was literally like 4 minutes. Like, if that.
It was actually 5:10,
Yeah.
so just a little bit over.
Excuse me.
It's one of those things like I'm kind of just letting that cook because I'm like, I just want Sasha to turn heel already. Like Sasha's a heel, she needs to turn back heel. So
Yeah.
and so I figured this will be like, you know, Nia will dominate her. She'll probably beat her like 2 more times, and then Sasha will turn heel, and then we'll all be right in the world again. If we can get like, if we can finesse this to get like Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania, that would just make my day. But I feel like they're gonna keep Charlotte in it somehow.
Yeah. Which actually that very much leads into the next match, which is Charlotte versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. The first match of the main card. For the match, I thought it was all right. It felt a lot like a squash, like it's just an extended squash.
Yeah.
On Charlotte's part.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bayley didn't really get that much offense in, which is kind of disappointing. But it's basically another I call it a placeholder match because they even keep saying like, "Oh, Charlotte continues a streak of winning at pay-per-view," so it basically means she's losing at Mania.
Yeah. But to who is the question? Because who the fuck else? Emma?
Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Emelina.
Who is waiting for her? Are there people actually waiting for her?
We were waiting for her a month ago.
Emma is literally the only person I can think of who would actually.
Jax.
I mean, I would love to see Nia. I would love to see Nia take it. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like
but who would care about that match?
I would, cause goddamn it, big bitches gotta move.
Okay, but story-wise, who would care about Nia versus Charlotte?
Like,
they gotta build it up. They gotta build up a story.
They would have to build it, and to be
that's
honest,
gonna take some work, honestly.
Yeah, and to be honest,
Nia's not a storyteller.
Like, unless they're gonna bring somebody randomly up, unless like fucking Karma's gonna come back and be like, "Oh, hey, Charlotte was really good." I mean,
that would be fun.
Like, I would love to see that happen, and also seeing Karma versus Nia Jax, just because Karma would be like, "Ha, you thought you was the only big bitch on campus? Guess what, bruh? Guess what the fuck? What?" Like,
I don't know. I just
Paige.
I don't know
Paige
where they
is
go
gonna
from
come
here.
back and do it.
Paige taking her ass right to the back of her fucking Alberto Del Rio's restaurant in San Antonio.
Paige's gonna come back and do it, guys. She's gonna come back like, "This is my house," and then she's just gonna beat her up.
Bro,
I low-key saw Paige, by the way. She was in Chicago recently with Alberto for the match that I went to.
It's such a weird thing. Such a weird.
That's such a weird relationship that
It's a very
exists.
weird relationship. I don't like it because, like, how old is Alberto Del Rio?
Such a serious contrast in pigment. Like, that's what bothers me the most. The contrast in pigment.
Oh, God. Speaking of lack of pigment.
if you even like if you glance at Paige's Twitter for like a second, you can see how like crazy possessive she is over Dario. It's kind of weird.
Oh,
Well, she's
God.
like 24, isn't she?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
So
it's a
and
little
he's
weird.
yeah. I think when you have that younger older dynamic, sometimes that's how that goes.
I guess.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let's not talk about that on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Anyway, next.
Anyway, back to the Charlotte and Bailey match. What you guys? Good, but it
Her,
wasn't great.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It.
Yeah, that's basically all we can say. Any additional comments? Because yeah,
Like,
the natural selection on the apron was cool. That was dope.
that was dope. Yeah.
there should have been
Pretty much it.
more. There should have been more from Bailey, like especially with all the oh ha ha, oh you're nothing but a fan versus oh my genetics and blah blah blah. Like I feel like Bailey should have been like, bruh, like there should. There was not enough gratuitous violence once again.
Exactly.
Like
You know
Yeah,
how
it tends to be a
like the
problem for the women, right?
same, yeah, like
You
the
know-
same with the Carmella and Nikki Bella from before. There was not enough gratuitous violence. Like no, like that's a big. Personally, for me, like especially since like I kind of want to train up for wrestling. If somebody would try to come from my head, like, oh, you were just a fan. Like, okay, first of all, bitch, like, okay, I didn't get the silver spoon. Like, I liked how they did bring up the thing, like, oh, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth like you did. Daddy couldn't make a call for me, and I couldn't get in. Like, bruh, I had to come up started from the bottom, and now I'm here, bitch. But I'm here, bitch. Like give me like that. That should have been more. Like there should have been a whole lot more aggression from Bailey. Quite frankly, it should have been the women's version of the cruiserweights match that happened later on that night in terms
Yeah.
of aggression, and that didn't
Yeah.
happen. And I'm
Pretty
really
much.
tired of that not coming through with certain women in the roster. Like some people can get that aggression out, like Sasha and Charlotte together, they can get that aggression out. Like, bruh, they can get that fucking aggression out. But some of the other women can't, and that needs to be a thing that needs to be worked on. Like, a lot.
They're not used to doing it.
Yeah.
They're not.
Pretty much.
I think personally, Source is watching one too many Chris Hero matches and the gratuitous violence part.
First of all, I watch Shimmer matches, so my bar is high. Thank you.
Touche.
Like I watch Shimmer matches with Soraya Knight and cheerleader Melissa and Mercedes Martinez. Like, yeah,
Touche.
yeah.
On that note, we're gonna move on to the next match, which is the no disqualification match for the WWE Universal Championship between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, with the super 80s ass stipulation of Chris Jericho being suspended in a shark cage.
Right. Haven't seen that since what? Jim Cornette? Oh, nope, not Jim Cornette. It was
Vince
last time we
Russo.
saw it was
Vince
Austin
Russo.
Payne.
My man Vince Russo.
No,
My
here's
man
the
Vince
the last
Russo.
time we actually saw it was
Paul Bearer, wasn't it?
No, it was
Toronto.
Paul Ellering.
Toronto. And it was,
Paul
61.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, but it's on in NXT.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does
really?
on NXT,
I don't
like,
pay attention to this too
of
much. So.
all the 80s things to bring back, why the fuck y'all bring like if y'all were gonna bring back something old, bring back like a war games, bring back like 2 cages, 2 rings, like that'd be dope to see. But anyway, this match is badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Like this, as Emilio Sparks of the Wrestle Rap podcast, what he said, Kevin, just a straight up fight, fling the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of that.
We got a
I want
lot
to shout
of
out Kevin Owens once again, my favorite in the fucking world. That frog splash onto the table was a thing of beauty. Like
Mhm.
the
It looked-
airtime
Oh
he
yeah, that
got
was a
on that
beautiful frog splash.
for a man his size to do something that crisp, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was like a graceful, beautiful frog splash.
It
Like
looked
perfect.
like it looked like he landed on Roman's like fucking jaw. It looked so bad,
Mhm.
but it was
Hmm.
so fucking beautiful.
Mm.
It looks.
Also, another thing. Go ahead. The Mark, you're gonna say something?
No, I was just saying that that frog splash, like you said, it looked so bad. I was like, yeah, but it also looks so good.
Yeah, but I want to credit Kevin Owens' art skills with that stack of chairs that he had, looking like a fucking clean ass violet Christmas tree. He had it
Yeah,
perfectly
see,
stacked up.
I expected Chris to go through that somehow. Like I figured Chris was going to
Somehow.
get out of the cage at some point. Well, no, because I figured he was going to get out of the cage at some point and then end up going through. Be like he was going to be the one to go through the chairs, but that would have been too interesting.
Mhm. Also, one other thing I want to point out, Kevin Owens, everybody's finisher in this fucking match.
Yeah,
Right?
Like
yeah.
the frog splash, the stunner, the
Super
figure four leg lock,
Oh yeah,
the super kick.
Super
I'm
kick.
like, bro, you taking everybody's fucking moves.
Everybody's move except the power bomb. Except
Right.
the power
Right.
bomb.
He even did the brass knuckles. Thank God for
Willie
Chris Jericho
Regal.
giving him brass knuckles and the brass knuckles Superman punch. I was like, I'm done. That's it. That's a wrap.
that really should have been the ending of the
And then
match.
and
But
then Roman kicked
here's
out
the
of
thing.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
happier with, but we'll get to that in a minute. I also wanted to shout out to Roman because some of his offense was brutal. When he slammed fucking Kevin Owens, when he punched him and Kevin chairs, cringed hard because he knocked his head on some of
Yeah.
those chairs.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like,
He's
please check on his
concussed.
Yeah.
head.
Also, that Samoan drop on the chair broke the fuck out of that chair.
Bruh.
Bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that
that
was
was like it
Vicious.
invertedly flattened.
Exactly. But no, this whole match is just a straight up just ass whooping from both sides. And you think the point where everyone was scared that Roman was gonna win until Blessed. I would like to declare tonight that I am now an official member of the Braun Hive because Braun Strowman came through tonight. Oh my god. He interfered in the match and just started slamming the shit out of Roman on the announce table, and then
Bro.
threw him onto another table that was already in the ring.
Bro. Let me talk about the whole Braun Strowman spot in this match. Like, okay, so basically what happened, they did the pyramid of chair spot. Like Roman Superman punches Kevin Owens off the top rope, and he goes through the pile of chairs. Then he picks him up and he puts him in the ring, and then he sets him up. He's about to spear him through the table. Then Braun Strowman shows up. Everybody pops for it. Great. And then he takes him out of the ring and he pushes him into the ring post.
Yep.
And then he fucking follows him and choke slams him on the announce table, right on the edge, so it doesn't break. The most cringeworthy table spot I've seen in so long. And then
I think he might have hit his head on that monitor that was
on the monitor,
table.
yeah. And then he fucking picks him up, puts him in the ring, picks him up again, and Oklahoma slams him through the table that he was gonna spear Kevin Owens through. And then he just looks at him and he leaves. And then Kevin Owens drapes an arm and beats Roman Reigns, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that was 22:55 as ass over, but man, fucking Braun Strowman came through out of nowhere. I would like to also point out that Braun Strowman, for a man his size, should not be that fucking fast. Because he is
exactly
quick
Man,
motherfucker.
yeah, he is.
It is scary. Yeah. What? Any thoughts you guys had on that match? On that ridiculous match?
Craziness. No, I'm
shenanigans.
I'm still not a fan of Braun Strowman. I'm sorry. I just can't get to.
No,
I can't get into them.
I
I
think
just can't.
I think
I'm
for me
bored
it's
with
just
monsters.
right. That I think that's what it is for me, just because it's like we've seen this how many times already.
Yeah,
Because it's
and
like
Vince likes his
actually
monsters.
what it is like we just saw this with Rusev a couple of years ago, and he was way better at it.
Yeah.
Like when you really think about
Yeah.
it, he was just Rusev was just a better, and also he did better character work.
Mhm.
So like,
True.
I mean, I don't know. I
Give
just
the
don't.
fucking face.
The problem is like as far as monsters go, like if you're gonna do a monster type of character, it has to be something unique and different about them. And I don't see like there's nothing to me. There's nothing like that really stands out about Braun compared to any other monster we've seen before, or at least all the ones we've seen already. Like at least Naya has the fact that like it's in the women's division. We don't usually see it there.
Mhm.
Like I mean, what else? What's really unique about Braun Strowman that we haven't seen like 5 times already?
I think
I
it's
feel
many.
like
I think it's a speed.
I mean, I don't know. I guess what like
In his size.
maybe that'll come across over time, but I just like to me that's not enough at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm not a fan of Braun like as a wrestler. I feel like I enjoy more what he provides, which in most cases is someone to beat like to as like an accomplishment in beating him, or he just shows up and like destroys everything. Um, like it's just those two dynamics are what he does best, and he when he does them really well. Like example, when he showed up in the Universal Title match and just destroys Roman Reigns, he does that really well. And then
Hmm.
he also poses as just an obstacle to overcome really well too. But like everything else, he's just not that good at.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But I mean, he's cool, I guess.
I fully acknowledge I'm like a solo person into like being in the Braun Hive now, but like I just enjoy him now because like one I like his theme. His theme is like some just monstrous ass shit. It's like the most monster heel type theme that you would have, but it kind of works for him because of the fact that he's so fucking scary looking. Um, Again, agility. I've mentioned this enough. And just like power. I enjoy the way he displays his power because it's not like it's sort of like Brock Lesnar, except Brock Lesnar kind of got lazy and was just like, I'll just do suplexes over and over again. And Braun, like the way again, the way he displays his strength, I just like it. It's just brutal as fuck.
Mm.
But,
Uh,
anyway,
yeah,
he was a
but
great component in a great match.
yeah, but even the music feels stereotypically like big man. I'm like I don't know. I'm just like, we've seen it already.
Yeah.
Mhm. Again, fully cognizant I'm in the minority. But next up is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Rich Swann and Neville.
Uh,
And
Yes, sir.
it makes me angry for not the match itself, because the match itself was fucking great. Like Neville and Rich Swann, both of them fantastic. I want to see more matches between these two, like of this caliber. The thing that pissed me off, because it's the thing we keep bringing up every single time we talk about cruiserweight matches, is that the crowd did not respond to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that like they were they were on their hands for pretty much all of this was so infuriating to me because I'm like they're doing
right.
stuff I haven't seen in a while or ever.
Well, I think part of
Like
that was they basically
that.
they got put into the dead spot that the Divas matches would be put in.
Yeah.
They followed a big, wild, engaging match with a whole bunch of shit going on, and plus it was for a major title. So then they put it's like that whole palate cleanser thing, like it was like the bathroom break match. So I think
Yeah.
that's probably why. That's part of why. And plus, I mean, unfortunately, the cruiserweights, like I said this in the last pay per view or the one before that, like the cruiserweights are basically the new Divas division. So like that's how
Yeah.
they get booked. or at least like now that's how their perception is. It may improve over time. I don't know, but
I feel like it's already improved because of the fact that we are seeing a lot more of the characters of the cruiserweights, like when they had Gallagher and Davari going back and forth at each other, when they have Cedric Alexander, and I know Kirk hates it so much, but I fucking love it, with Alicia Fox pretty much giving us the Medea. Which Medea movie was it when she comes in? Byron! That is what she's doing. And I love it. I love it so much. I love it. Don't stop.
And him and pervy ass Noam Dar.
I'm here for it.
Oh god,
I'm here for it.
I'm sure.
Glorious Alicia.
I'm sure that I'm alone when I say this. I'm sure I'm alone when I say this, but I love Noam Dar.
Oh, no,
I
so
know.
much.
I love him. I love
Dar.
him.
Pervy
We are
ass
here.
Dar.
We are here for
Fucking
Dar.
great.
I'm just praying though for cruiserweight's sake that they don't put Ali into the Muslim terrorist thing. I'm praying for him. Like, don't do this, because that's my Chicago love. Like, don't do that to my boo. Don't do that to my boo. Let Prince Ali be great without the stereotype. I'm just, please. We don't need another. We already got Jinder Mahal, and we had Davari back then. I don't need it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't need another Davari.
We already have another Davari, and he's doing the same.
Wait, no.
Shut up,
No. I got the name. I got the names mixed up. We don't need another Muhammad Hassan.
Thank you.
It's like we have two Davaris. But yeah, Mark, you brought up pretty much the exact important to bring up is that it's basically the Diva division, because I think it's the fact that they pointed out as separate from the main roster that people are just like, okay, well, then why should I care? So like if they just considered them superstars and they just had like regular matches, they didn't go out of their way to have like purple ropes and like purple Titantrons and stuff, and it was just like they just acted as if it was just like a regular match, I think people would care more. But it's the fact that they have them separate from everything else that just feels like, for casual audiences, it just feels irrelevant.
Yeah.
It sucks to say, but I feel like that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I thought the match was fucking great. That Phoenix Splash that Rich Swann did,
that was amazing.
That was amazing.
Fucking bonkers. So, did y'all realize how stiff those fucking kicks they were throwing?
They were ridiculous.
Like, yo, Neville,
they were not playing.
Both Neville looked like they were dying halfway through. But
I also really enjoy Neville's new submission finisher. I think it's dope, even though it's technically Batista's move. But moving on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to appreciate.
Isn't it the Ring of Saturn?
What? Oh yeah, it does look similar to
It's the Rings of Saturn, I thought.
Yo, yeah, shout out to Perry Saturn.
It is. Shout out Perry Saturn. Let's go. Even though he got like one of the worst gimmicks in the invasion angle. Anyway.
The mop.
Not the mop.
Anyway, following that, we're all gonna lose our shit over, because it's the next classic. Fucking
yes.
The next chapter in the AJ Styles John Cena rivalry. Both of the fucking goats throwing it.
Okay. Like
this. It's funny how we had a cruiserweight match right before this, and John Cena starts pulling out some cruiserweight ass shit.
Like
he's some straight up 205 live ass shit.
Like that coat red
was clean as fuck.
Right, like I was like, where the hell did that come from?
And started throwing like, yo, trying to go to the top rope. And can we just, it's a John Cena match. John Cena is a brawler. It was a technical as hell, and they just started throwing out submissions and reversals of those submissions
like,
over and over and over.
And see, that's what got me because at the beginning of the match, he was slow as hell. I'm just looking like, okay, but AJ is outclassing you clearly, but what are you doing? You tired. Stop this. And then I'm
You
like,
tired.
John
he's
Cena,
literally, I was literally like, baby, you tired. Just stop. Just give it up now.
You drunk, big fella.
And then literally later on, it was just like he Superman the fuck up.
Well, he actually
Wow.
Superman. It's not like in this old sense where he just Superman did 5 moves. He actually Superman and Superman.
And see, the thing is though with Cena, like I love him to death because he's a workhorse. Good God, he is a workhorse. But it's just he kind of has that pattern of doing that though. At the same time, like he starts off with the 5 moves and then starts adding in shit. Like back when he was feuding with CM Punk a while back, like he started bringing out shit. And I feel like he's using the whole 5 moves to start up thing to kind of get his bearings in the match because you can see he's starting to slow down.
Yeah.
He's starting to slow down a bit, and he's using that. He it's kind of like okay, I can get into the groove and do these things with you now, and it's not a tentative, thing.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, that Code Red though, but can we just talk about the double attitude adjustment though? When he did
The roll through.
Bro.
Gracious.
and did that shit again, like he said straight up, y'all are gonna put some respect on my name today.
Yo, y'all know he's like, I was slow. Yo, back. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Bro.
Like,
I was watching the match and like when it ended, it feels like before the match happened, Vince slapped Cena across the face and told him that he couldn't wrestle. So Cena went out there and said, fuck all that shit. Here's a roll through AA. Here's a code red. Here's like all these fucking moves I've never done before.
A Code Red.
Power bomb out of nowhere. Fucking craziest face buster I've seen in a while.
This was crazy.
But God, and also we're leaving out AJ because the thing is we've run at length about how good AJ is. We've sung his praises for like every single episode since we've done this show.
yeah.
Like there's nothing new to say aside from he's just that fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And just like this match is just another like nod of how the fucking classic matches these guys have had since they started fighting each other, and just a testament to how good each of them are. And John Cena finally got his 16th title win, his world title win. So he's now
16 times.
And I also feel like
the thing is I'm not even mad about it anymore. Normally I would be, but like
you can't be mad after that performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See that, and then especially the renaissance that he's had in like the past like 2 years. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm fucking with Cena now.
Like
Cena
I feel like he's
deserves it.
had to have his renaissance, especially because of the fact that we are getting guys who have been through Japan in now, and pretty much Japan is now the litmus test. Is pretty much Japan is going to be now the litmus test for the new blood coming in, both male and female. If your ass ain't been to Japan, good luck. Because Japan will make or break you when it comes to wrestling. Plain and simple. They fucking kill each other over there, and that's just a regular jobber match. The jobber match and bitches get knocked on their neck 4 times, and then like Japan is now the standard.
Yeah,
pretty
and
much.
it's one of those,
Oh, sorry.
and it's one of those things where like he could get away with like the mediocre performances back in like the Bill DeMott pre NXT days, but like now they're pulling in all this like legit talent from all over the world. Like there's just Cena had like you can't half-ass your efforts in the ring with people like Cena and Cesaro and Sami Zayn and all these people on the roster. Like you actually have to like really turn out some good performances. And like you can tell he stepped up his game along with the talent. Like I think when CM Punk came along when that feud happened. I think that was kind of like his point where like he really started stepping up.
I guess in a nutshell, the way I see it is like in a post Las Vegas pipe bomb WWE, Cena had to like stop sticking to his guns and just like fucking throw his shit out the window, find a new book to study because just after CM Punk kind of raised the bar like that whole summer, like it kind of just put Cena on notice. Like I have to start doing new shit because CM Punk kind of put people on notice. Like there's better stuff out there. You guys aren't paying attention to it. So that kind of woke Cena up. Like he has to start doing new shit. He has to fucking like start wrestling better and shit. And last year, like AJ fucking Styles shows up. Like you can't let Mr. TNA outshine you in your own house. Like that's not how that happens.
Yeah.
So I guess Cena worked it out because holy shit, this match, like if there was any way for Cena to win the 16th world title, it was that match.
That's basically it. Kirk, we haven't heard from you at all. What do you think?
Well, it's probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite match of the night for sure. It was great seeing the energy from the two, and it's weird because like I honestly don't care to watch either one of them, and like
even AJ.
this match.
Hold up.
The thing about AJ is like I don't think he's bad or like anything like that. I know he's like one of the best like ever. You know what I mean? Like I get that. I'm just not interested in him at all. And same with John Cena.
I will say the weak thing with AJ though is the fact that he sucks at being the heel. Like he's a babyface worker. I mean, people are booing him. Are people booing him?
Because no.
Well, okay.
I mean, like that's what it comes down to. Like, really, that's what it comes down to. Are the fans responding in the way that they're supposed to? Like, it's like you can say like, okay, I mean, he's a great performer, but I mean, like, he's supposed to be a heel, but who's booing him?
Okay, I feel like it's kind of hard because one you put him against Cena, and that.
But the thing is, people were cheering him before that.
But it's. I feel like okay. Also, it's kind of a thing because half of it is the adults who have been watching for a while are marking the fuck out. It's AJ Styles. AJ fucking Styles. I can't not cheer AJ fucking Styles.
Yeah.
He's in that place right now because he's still new.
And I feel like different for me because my first AJ Styles match was WrestleMania. I mean, it was Royal Rumble last year.
See, he's still new. Whereas for me, I've been watching him for years on TNA. So I have seen the heel AJ Styles. I have seen in Ring of Honor. I have seen the heel AJ Styles. He plays the shit out of a heel. That man, he got some good ass mic work. Let me tell you. It's just right now at this point in time where we're having the pretty much indie takeover with WWE. With so much indie influx, with so much, outreach to the indies and bringing it in. At this point right now, it's still new. We're still in the honeymoon. It's still honeymoon. Oh, AJ, baby, yes, darling, beloved, yes, honey. But give it some time. Once the veneer kind of goes off, and we actually get some substantial. Better, working. Not saying that this isn't good working, because good God, yes it is. But the veneer is still new. We still got the new car smell going on right now, and yeah, give him time. We're gonna get some.
Okay, so I'm not really interested in watching him wrestle, and then, but it was a good match. Like I was interested in that match very much. And there was this one move he did. I don't even know how to describe it, but it looked like he was gonna go for like a suplex, but he kind of drops him on his back, on his knee, type of thing.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
fuck! What's that called?
That was like. Are you talking about that? It
It
was
looks
all.
like he was about to go for a burning hammer, and he hit him on the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
I thought it was
terrified
about.
when I saw that. When he
I thought
had
it
him
was about
up,
to do it.
I was like, "Is he about to do a fucking burning hammer on WWE television?"
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, oh, he's trying to commit murder.
I
I
mean,
understand.
he would be qualified enough to do that shit. I mean, of all the
Dude.
wrestlers to pull it off, AJ, I would trust him to do it. But yeah,
But
like
yeah, that show was fun. It was a fucking instant classic. I loved it.
yes.
And now moving on to our main event.
Now
the
Okay.
The way I'm gonna do this is I'm like the people in order as they came out. Anyway,
We have to
first
go
up,
to everybody.
no, I'm gonna skim. Gonna go into time for that. But just first up, it was Big Cass. I'm again in the minority of still enjoying the entrance.
Enzo talks too much.
Yeah,
That's all
y'all. That's what I mean. That's all.
honestly, though, I feel like Enzo talking. I like Enzo talking.
I like
I'm in
him
the
talking
minority.
for like.
Thank
I
you.
like him
Talk about
talking.
him on the
Well, no.
pod.
See, here's my thing. I like him talking for like 30 seconds, but then he keeps going. That's my problem.
And then he keeps going.
And he keeps going.
I'm fine with it. But again, that's all me. Number 2 was Chris Jericho, and that was surprised seeing him that early, but
Yeah.
I was happy
Well,
with it.
it's not like he wrestled.
That's what I mean. From last year and the year before, we just kind of hid.
He didn't technically do anything tonight, so.
Yeah.
Wait, he broke his record. He broke the record.
Mm-hmm.
That was about it.
Well deserved.
That's true. Third up was Kalisto, which again one of the people that didn't announce beforehand. They're like, okay, cool, Kalisto, that's fine. After that was Mojo fucking Rawley, who just usually is. Number 5 was Jack Gallagher, which is one of the surprises.
Yes.
Can
we?
Jack Gallagher?
Yes!
He got an umbrella over and under.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, can we talk about the fact that he got a whole ass umbrella over?
I love Jack Gallagher so much. He is my pale British bae. I love him. He is dear to my heart. Like, I love him so much. I'm a sucker for gentleman types, and I just love him.
Plus, there's that fantastic spot he had with the umbrella where he fucking hits Jericho in the nuts with it, and then opens it, just starts twirling it around. That was fucking fantastic.
And then, no, what got me was the commentary when he tries to go for the umbrella spot.
Yeah.
He's trying some Mary Poppins shit, and a spoonful of sugar will not win you the goddamn real one. I was so done. I was too through. It was beautiful. Oh.
Following that was another turn because we haven't seen from him in a while. Mark Henry.
Yeah.
World's Strongest Man. Yo, that's what I do. That's the man. I was just happy to see him back, honestly. I just like seeing Mark Henry. Like,
State representative.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
One of our faves here at the African American announce table.
Yo, one of our black faves. That's what's up.
Nation of
Following
Domination.
that was part 2 of my whole Braun hive. Because Braun Strowman came through and cleared fucking house. And he has, like, out of the few people who got eliminations, he has the most at 7. And the thing is while I was upset that he eliminated Jack Gallagher because Jack Gallagher was the first person out, the second person was Mojo Rawley. And I was like, you're my new favorite wrestler.
Good.
You're
Fuck Mojo Rawley.
Right.
Why do we hate Mojo?
He's
Mojo's not even real. He's an imaginary friend of.
I don't know why. I don't know why he's there. I don't know why he's a thing that's happening on my television.
He's
Hey, bro,
permanently hopped up on Mountain Dew, and it's annoying.
Hi, bro.
His offense, like I mentioned last time during Survivor Series, I was like, his offense is rooted in what the fuck is he doing? Like that is the quote that you should say every time you see him fight. because it's just a mess.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He
I've never.
Mojo
wrestles
Rawley?
like he's back in football.
It's
Like,
Mojo Rawley reminds me of like every 12-year-old on Xbox Live that called me the N-word when I played Call of Duty.
may right.
Like
That is true.
that's what Mojo Rawley is.
But yeah. Anyway, number 8 was Sami Zayn. Number 9 was Big Show. Fuck Big Show.
Whoa, wait, whoa, stop it.
Oh,
stop.
he's got something on his mind. Okay.
I'm hurt. No,
I
we're
mean,
not
did you
doing
not
Right.
watch the best of the show? I have a
I'm
deep
not.
hatred for Big Show. Like he is a heat killer for me. I'm
He
just
gave
like, go the
us-
fuck away.
Big Show gave us the greatest match of the
Shut up!
PG era in Hell in a Cell 2011. So you're not going to sit here and disrespect us because Big Show versus, dang, who was it, versus Sheamus in Hell in a
Sheamus.
Cell 2011 and 2012 is the greatest match of the PG era. So you're not going to sit here and just disrespect all. You can't say nothing until you watch it. Okay, until you watch it, you can't say a word.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm
You
not
can't say
gonna
a word.
We didn't say a word. You said the word.
I'm just saying though, like you
Y'all
can
go
say what you
storytelling.
want about Big Show, but the Big Show gave us one of the greatest spots when the fucking ring broke him against Brock Lesnar, bruh.
That was a show. That was a
Holler.
showstopper.
I
I'll
hollered,
give him
okay,
that, but I credit that more to Brock Lesnar.
but still,
no, there's two.
Hollered.
Watch
there's
Hell in a
two
Cell
things I give it.
2012.
You said 11.
Okay,
I always switch because I can't remember which one it is, 11 or 12.
I'll give him the ring breaking.
it's 2012, by the way.
2012, okay.
And the second thing I'll give one of the funniest segments. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but when he was in the feud with the Big Boss Man, and he was at like his dad's funeral, and
Oh,
Big
no.
Boss Man
Oh,
shows
God.
up in the car. And
Yeah, that was unintentionally hilarious.
hanging on to the fucking casket.
That was unintentionally hilarious.
That was legitimately the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I will give Big Show those two things and those two things alone. Anyway, once Big Show and Braun Strowman showed up side by side, it made me realize how much they both lost a bunch of weight in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
And also how fucking monstrous Braun Strowman is because he just lifted up Big Show and just tossed him like nothing. But anyway, after that was Ty Dillinger at number 10, which is another quote unquote surprise, but it had to happen.
Well, it was already telegraphed by the audience.
I would also like to thank the Alamo, thank the Alamo.
Let's remember the Alamo, not thank the Alamo.
Thank you to the Alamo Dome for not doing 10 chants for the entire Rumble.
Yeah, I was like, when once Ty Dillinger came out, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get 10 chants for the rest of the show, aren't we? Thankfully, they let it go after he was eliminated.
Exactly. Anyway, number 11 was James Ellsworth, accompanied
that
by
was funny. That was funny.
Fuck him.
We'll get that in a second. But when Carmella had those fucking James Ellsworth leggings, I'm like,
Oh yeah,
what?
It's kind of awkward, but it's funny at the same time.
Anyway, yeah, but it was funny because they had like the stare down, and I was telling my friends at the party this. I want James Ellsworth to be Braun Strowman's eternal foil. So we're just like,
Yes.
anytime that like Braun Strowman does anything, Ellsworth is there just.
I just
fuck
need
him
to know,
over.
is Ellsworth hip okay? Because
He-
maybe
it's
he
his
landed
body.
on the butt walk.
Bruh.
Like,
Is
That was
his
kind of
body
that-
okay?
that was not a graceful
Oh.
landing.
he got bodied
And
for real.
And those two, they kind of have some animosity after Ellsworth turned on him. So they're both like, yo, listen, we'll team up, we'll take down Braun. It'll be like,
Oh,
yo,
that was-
let's do it. 3,
That
2, 1. Everyone's like, no, I'm a chill.
Might have been the funniest part of the match.
Not even the funniest part, because the funniest part right after
Oh.
when and just tossed like that and land on nothing. Because whenever we see people get tossed, they usually like land into like a crowd of other wrestlers.
No.
But nope,
Mhm.
everyone's like, I'm not saving this nigga at all. I'm gonna just ass.
Yeah, so we'll see what the injury report says about that one.
Yeah, like he landed on.
It was not graceful at
I
all.
can't get over. Anyway, after that, they finally eliminated Strowman by teaming up. Was it? Let me see.
Sami Zayn.
Everybody almost.
Yeah, it was Baron Corbin, who was also number 13. Anyway, following that was Kofi Kingston, number 14, and the Kofi spot was.
Stop.
That must have hurt.
Stop.
I refuse to believe he was not hurting from that spot.
Bro, we need to give Kofi
and or his chin.
Like he was for the people who don't know, he was on the turnbuckle LED thing, and Baron Corbin knocks him over, and he just like knocks on it hit his chest, and he managed to grab it by his head and just barely not touch the ground, and you're just like.
We need
we do this every time.
We need to start a petition as the African American announce table to give Kofi Kingston like a 2-week break. Like, I'm sorry, but we need to give this man his due time.
Petition to just let him win a battle royale for once. Just one of them.
I mean, he's contributed like the best spots to he contributed the best spots to the Royal Rumble for like 2 or 3 years in a row. I think he's earned his keep.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. But and
Kofi, man.
Yeah, King Kofi. Yeah, King Kofi. Number 15 was The Miz. Sheamus.
And Maurice came through with the look of the night.
Man, Maurice, I died. I died and went to heaven for like 5 seconds because she could do that outfit. I was
like, that was high key slayage.
Like,
absolutely. And she only showed up for like a brief moment. I was like,
okay, I just need to know who is her corset woman. I need it.
But from here on out this is the stuff that I didn't see. Well, like I didn't watch live because I had to get back from the party because again, shitty transit. But last thing I saw was after Big E was Rusev coming through with the Trish Stratus mask.
Yeah, we'll say
that was it was amazing. Rusev is a fave here at the African American Announce Table, and he continues to be a fave.
Rusev is a babyface.
Yeah, again, Rusev is a fucking babyface. Cesaro, and then Xavier Woods. I'm just listing up the rest of the people who showed up. 21 was Bray Wyatt. 22 was Apollo Crews, that was another surprise. I was like, all right, cool. But number 23, Randy Orton. Number 24, Dolph Ziggler. Number 25, the unshackled Luke Harper now. Now that he's not in the Wyatt family anymore. Number 26 is Brock Lesnar. Number 27, Enzo Amore, why would you use that spot for him? Number 28, Goldberg. Number 29, The Undertaker. He thankfully didn't do his
you know what? And I was like,
entrance.
I mentioned I was literally typing out a tweet when this music hit. I was like, okay, there is no way this entrance is going to happen in 2 minutes. So how is this going to happen? And then the lights turned on and he was in the ring. I was like, oh, thank God! Like it's like that. And then it was such a long ramp. But even on a normal Monday Night Raw ramp, you can't do that entrance in 2 minutes. So it's like there's no way. Well, yeah.
No, that was fantastic.
Hello. Hey,
are you alive? Yes, you are.
You're awake now. Cool.
I didn't realize I was awake, man. My girl texted me and was like, "I'm watching your podcast, but you're not saying nothing."
Yeah, nigga, you was sleeping again, weren't you?
I may or may not have muted him.
No, thank you, Mark. Mark said he muted me. Thank goodness, man. My snoring can be, but she knows my snoring is savage.
And we have serious hair porn from Ishmael. Yeah. So get them luxurious ass locks.
Ladies watching, he is all but 12 years old. Completely 12 years old.
And taken.
See, none of you
saccharine as shit.
I'm 12 and I have a girlfriend. Incredible.
Saccharine as shit. I'm still sending you my dentist bill. God damn it.
Yeah.
Number 30.
Don't say shit to me. Stop speaking right now. Stop.
Yeah, we don't have to actually verbalize it, do we?
I'm sick.
We gotta do in Joe Anoa'i, aka Roman Reigns.
I'm sick. I want to vomit. Okay.
At least he
hold
didn't
on,
win
hold on.
though. At least he
Hold
didn't win
on.
though.
Hold
If
on.
nothing else. If
Hold
nothing
on.
else.
Hold on.
Censor.
Because
Censor.
I said this in the African American Announce Table chat that I have so much to say right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm
All right. Let it out. Let it
Get it out.
out.
Get
We
it
are
all
ready.
out.
We're
Yeah,
ready.
man.
Get it all out.
We are ready to
Yes,
fight.
ma'am. Go.
Let me mute my mic.
Oh my
Mark,
God.
we might be passing your reading tonight.
What happened?
You might be passing
What?
over your reading
The
rainbow.
reading corner.
Yes. I'll do like the show The Read. I'll pass the read this week.
It's over to Ismail. So go ahead, go off.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh joy. Wow. Wow. I'm literally seething with rage. Okay. Let me talk about the
Okay, so
Rumble.
hold on. We have to. I have to plug this on Twitter. I'm like, hey, Ishmael's about to go off. You'll have to tune in.
Right. Let me.
Sorry.
Please. I will resist
Watch
my
the
anger.
beige rage.
The Bay's Rage
The beige rage.
corner. I don't know what it's called. We're gonna plug it so I can snap because I need to.
Ishmael, the beige rage.
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel like we're gonna turn into a big green monster and I'm gonna start fucking breaking shit. Let me talk about the Royal Rumble because oh my God, I'm gonna start from the beginning and I'm gonna I'm gonna progressively get angrier.
Okay.
So the Rumble starts. It's cool. Enzo talks too much. Fine, whatever. Chris Jericho, that's cool too. I don't know the exact order of anyone who comes in. Jack Gallagher, that was cool. Umbrella spots, that was dope. The whole Braun Strowman coming in right before Sami Zayn, that was a good touch. I'm proud of them for that. And then he started cleaning house. That was dope. And then they kind of just, like I said, the whole Braun does this thing really well where he becomes an obstacle that you have to overcome, and he plays that obstacle really well. And it ended up being Baron Corbin, of all people. I'm guessing they really want us to like him, or they're trying to push him really
They're
hard.
trying to get him over.
He's the one. He's the one guy that they had eliminate Braun Strowman.
It was
Which
such
was
a
cool.
wasted opportunity. I thought. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have gone to someone like, I don't know,
Sami.
Sami Zayn, who's had a rivalry with him. Like, just saying. Anyway, James Ellsworth got destroyed, and it made me so happy. Oh my God,
it's always fun.
I love seeing his tiny body get thrown around. It's so great.
Camilla looked good. Camilla looked good.
Carmella looks real good all the time. Anyway, just stop doing the moonwalk, please. Anyway,
Oh my
I
God,
don't want to
so
talk
bad.
about it.
So bad.
And just what's really bothering me. Oh, I forgot to mention Ty Dillinger, number 10. That was dope. What's really bothering me about the Rumble in general is that we only got Ty Dillinger. Like when we had the opportunity to get Samoa Joe, and I'll get to that. Anyway, Brock, Bray Wyatt comes in. Like all these people come in. Main points of the match. Basically, Brock comes in at 26, I think. Starts absolutely destroying everyone, and then Goldberg comes in like two entries later. Goldberg comes in and they meet. They do the whole like stare down thing. Goldberg gets in the ring, ducks the clothesline, spears him, just like he did at Survivor Series. He stands him up and eliminates him in
Made
like
him look like a
20
bitch.
seconds. He sunned.
Like I said, he stalled it for the 26 seconds.
He sunned that nigga. He sunned that nigga, bro. He made Brock Lesnar
Again.
look like such a bitch. It was incredible. Again. Like Cole was.
I'm not even mad about it anymore either. I'm just like, yo, listen.
I'm not.
Cole
sold it.
I don't care about anything that Brock Lesnar's doing at this point. So I'm like, well, let's go with it.
Exactly. Cole sold it on commentary and everything. Like Brock, like Goldberg has Brock's number, and every time they meet, they're gonna make him look like a bitch. Maybe not at Mania. I'm assuming Brock's going over at Mania. That's cool. Whatever. Let us just enjoy Goldberg destroying him for the meantime. Anyway, so Then Undertaker comes in at 29, and at this point, I figured it'd just be like I was just like narrowing it down because I knew Brock, Taker, and Goldberg were like the three for sure left. So I was like narrowing it down as people came in, and then there was 4 people left, and then Brock and Goldberg came in, and then I think Enzo was the last one before he who shall not be named right now.
No,
And
it was Enzo, Goldberg, Taker.
okay, yeah. And I fully expected Tyler Bate because he was in San Antonio with the United Kingdom Championship. I fully expected it to be Tyler Bate to just show up in the Rumble and do his thing and get eliminated, just whatever. Just show out for the United Kingdom, for the marks, whatever. That'd be dope. And then Undertaker comes in at 29. The belt, the gong rings, the camera's showing the stage and everything. The lights go out, lights come back on. Taker's in the ring. And everybody's like freaking out. And then he does his thing, and then number 30, 10, the fucking 10 seconds start winding down, and I'm just like, yes, we're gonna get Samoa Joe, number 30. It's gonna be amazing. He's coming to the main roster, and then Roman Reigns happens. And then Roman Reigns happens.
It makes no sense though, because I'm like, when was that decision made?
Why? Like, someone in the back has a bone to pick with Roman Reigns because they want us. They have to. They have to know that everything they do with him is gonna make us hate him. They have to know.
And the thing is, it's not even everything. It's not everything that they do will make us hate them more. It's everything that they end up doing makes us hate them more.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Like
there are ways. There are plenty of. There are so many ways that you can eventually build up Roman Reigns to make us like him. It's uncanny. Like the last 2 Royal Rumbles that he's been in, like neither of them have done him any favors at all.
No.
Exactly.
They book him in the worst way possible.
Like every time they give Roman any kind of like momentum or credibility, like they took the United States belt from him and they put it on Jericho, and then they put Kevin Owens over earlier in the night. Like every time they give Roman Reigns just like that little bit, I'm just like, maybe Roman's not that bad, and then they rip it away from me every goddamn time.
Exactly.
Just like I'm expecting Samoa Joe or Tyler Bate or Pete Dunne, Kota Ibushi, Zack Sabre Jr., anyone but Roman Reigns.
People talking about Kenny Omega too.
That's true.
I
doubt it.
Yeah, I felt like that wasn't gonna happen though.
Even though he said like last minute, like, no, I'm not gonna be at the Rumble. I'm gonna sign with New Japan. I just anyone but Roman, and then they gave us
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Roman. Jushin Thunder Liger. Anyone. Literally anyone. Like fucking send out Gilbert. Fucking
The Hurricane. Bring the Hurricane back.
Eugene. The Hurricane. Like
Hell, they could have brought
not
since they decided Cassius Ohno, bring him out. Let him
exactly.
run
Like
through.
Seth Rollins, Triple H. Like I would have been cool with Triple H.
Well,
like,
but Seth Rollins was banned, so he couldn't.
Like like on a WWE pay-per-view in 2017 on the same like show that John Cena goes over AJ Styles clean, and I'm not mad about that. That something is very wrong here.
And the thing is, like, there were so many interesting things that they could have done with the show. Like they could have, the fact that they banned Seth Rollins made like no sense whatsoever to me, because I'm just like, they could have had Seth Rollins just be in the match, and then they could have had Triple H like beat the shit out of him and then have him eliminated. And then,
instead of
that would have moved the feud forward, and I feel like that would have also instantly given it a lot of heat. Like all of the time that like they let it cool down for the last few months, like that one thing would have just completely put it right back on the map. But they just said like, no, we're not going to do it. I don't know.
Exactly.
Like best Royal Rumble of all time potential. All over. And
I just
and
I'm not like it's not over yet. Like you think like Roman being number 30 is like the worst part? No, because then he
No,
comes
it's
in
not.
and guess what the fuck is the first thing he does? He throws out the Undertaker. First elimination for him of the match. He eliminates
Of
the
all people.
Undertaker of all people in the ring. Like Randy's still in the ring,
In,
Bray's still in the ring.
In Texas, by the way.
In Texas,
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt's still in the ring. Randy's still in the ring. Chris Jericho's still in the ring. I don't know who the fuck else was still in the ring, but out of everyone in the ring, he threw out the Undertaker. And then what he does is set up the Mania feud. That's exactly what he was doing. He stares at him.
Yeah. He's like, yo,
The
this is my
entire
yard.
time he's
Because
walking out.
they both say my yard. So we're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, yeah, no, one of us is going to have the right to say his yard.
Like, he threw him out, and then he just looked at him. And everybody in the ring let him stare at The Undertaker as he was walking out. They let that happen. And now we're going to have to live with a Roman Taker Mania match. That's going to be Undertaker's last Mania match. Are we fucking serious? And then...
He's gonna job to Roman.
And then... He's gonna jump to Roman. His last match, he's gonna put over Roman fucking Reigns. Out of all people, god damn it! And then,
You know, I don't
And
know. I don't know about that.
and
I don't know about
and
that.
then I'll let Source give her piece after I'm done.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm on a roll, and I
Okay, go
can't
ahead,
stop
baby.
right now.
Go
And
ahead.
then he eliminates Chris Jericho, and then fucking it's just I'm not sure if I'm recollecting this correctly, but then it's him, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns, and
Yep.
then I just
Okay.
Randy Orton.
I lost all interest in that.
It was Randy Orton,
And then-
Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns left.
I was trying
At this point-
I put my money on Wyatt. Remember, on the prediction.
At this point-
And so when he was still there, I was like, yo, he can still do it. Like, fuck.
And then at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, maybe since they gave Bray his first championship this year, maybe they're like on track of letting him do some big things. Maybe he's gonna win the Rumble. This is cool.
I didn't think
Maybe they'll work together and throw out Roman, and then Randy's gonna do like the whole sacrificing himself like gimmick, and then Bray's gonna eliminate him and win. That was gonna be so cool. And then Roman eliminated him, and that's when I just turned on autopilot, and I just accepted that I can't ever get what I want from this company.
Oh, we
And
all
then-
go through that.
And then
This always happens every year when people are like, yo, listen, fuck the WWE Network. Like, this has been going on for like since like 2010. No, 2010 was the last year that people were like, okay, you know, I'm happy with this.
Nah, I
as-
think before that.
Del Rio, Sheamus, Cena again, Batista, Roman Reigns, and Triple H is like, yeah, no, this is.
And then Randy won the Royal Rumble. And I was like, okay, at least it's not Roman. Thank God. It's anyone but Roman. And then I realized that at a point where it couldn't get any worse, it got worse. Because it's not like we've seen John Cena versus Randy Orton 30 fucking times already.
Round 6 trillion. But
Round fucking 77 of Cena versus Orton. And unless Cena drops the belt to Bray Wyatt
at
Elimination Chamber,
literally in 2 weeks.
in
Which
literally
ain't
2
happening.
weeks,
It could. I mean,
which
it could happen. You never know.
is not happening. And like unless that happens, and we
Like,
get Bray,
I'm not gonna hold out hope for it. I'll say that.
and we get the culmination of Bray versus Randy for the belt at Mania. Unless that happens, we're getting Cena versus Orton.
So,
And weren't they like
Even
and
if
weren't
we
they?
don't, go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say, and weren't they? Didn't they have their
Please.
feud ending match like a year or two ago? Like, isn't that feud technically supposed to be over?
I don't know. At this
Well,
point.
no,
wait
like-
a minute.
I don't.
Wait
I
a
feel
minute,
like-
though.
I feel like they had their finale match already, and they say like this is gonna be the end. But you know, it's like that's like when people in rap retire. So I don't know.
Wait, pause. Correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes to WrestleMania, doesn't the winner have the ability to choose which champion he can challenge?
Yeah, so I was thinking that might be a
Wait, it's the
scenario
brand. They brought back
It's
the
it's
brand split, so
yeah,
now
it's by
we
brand.
don't know.
Like, even when they had the brand split, though, when somebody
Yeah,
when somebody won the
yeah. When
Royal
somebody
Rumble,
won,
they
they
had the
got to pick.
choice
Yep.
yeah.
which championship they went for.
Hmm.
So we may not be getting Cena and Randy Orton
Randy.
for the umpteenth
Yeah, we might
time.
get we
We
might get
may
Cena
be
and
getting
Owens.
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Regardless,
Hmm.
like like
I
if
know, I know, I know.
And
it's
even then, really, like, yeah.
it's either like best case scenario, Randy versus Bray Wyatt. That'd be dope because that's like a story. There's a story there. If not, we get
Mhm.
Cena Orton round whatever the fuck we're on by now, or we could get Styles Orton, or we could get Orton Owens. And regardless, out of all of these situations, Randy Orton's still involved. That is the problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You-
I'm just like I'm not interested in any like a single solitary thing that Randy Orton does.
Like
Yeah.
The
why?
really the Wyatt family angle is interesting to me more so because of Bray and Luke. Like Randy Orton is just kind of like he's kind of like a lamp that's there. You could literally replace him with anybody, and I'd have
He's
the
the
same
sexy
interest. Level.
lamp.
Exactly.
Like
Thank you for getting that reference.
like at this point, like I know that most likely is the Wyatt family angle is gonna happen, but what I'm hoping, like holding out hope for is AJ and Orton because AJ Styles can make a 4.5 star match with a plastic bag.
Uh,
So basically Randy Orton. Like please. Like give me something to work with, or I'm literally strictly watching New Japan for the next 2 months. Like I don't care. Like I'm at this
oh
point. Like
boy,
I'm like the WWE has taken Ismail like at Lansdale Forever, and they've made me into broken Matt Hardy. I'm done. I'm fucking finished.
they took a Mr. Meat
Brother
man.
Ishmael, I knew you'd come.
Okay, I'm
Man.
done. I'm good.
Okay.
But
I'm good.
yeah, I
I'm
mean, like,
settled.
I'm just
like
like
I,
it was up until like that last bit of fuckery.
the thing about like I was like I wasn't even like 'cause I had predicted Sami Zayn would probably come through and
Same.
win, but
Same.
like I was even when he got eliminated, I wasn't necessarily upset about it. But then like when it got to like the final four, I was like, yeah, because I think Chris Jericho was in the final four, so I was like,
Yeah.
he could have won. And then we would have probably gotten we might have ended up with Kevin Owens versus Jericho. And I'm like, that would be a really good match for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He got eliminated, and then once we got to the final three, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I've lost mainly because I knew that Bray wasn't gonna win. I'm just like I just knew that wasn't gonna happen. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be either Orton or Reigns, and I'm like, I don't care what either of these people are doing. So, and then also like. They're doing Reigns absolutely no favors whatsoever with how they book him.
None.
Like none. Like they have him like with all of the speculation around other people being in the Royal Rumble, and for him to be number 30. Sorry for bringing it up again, but like, but like for all of the interest there, like. So many indie people that could have gone with for that, or even like NXT call ups they could have done, and then like all of that hope that people were holding out for like somebody else, and then to have number 30 be Roman, and then to have him eliminate Undertaker, like it's like they didn't do him a single solitary favor in this match. So and then again, like it's Randy Orton. I don't care about anything that he does. That's me personally. I don't care about Orton.
Just first they keep Joe from us, and then they deprive us of Big Evil versus Bray Wyatt being final two. By via Roman Reigns. which is like the biggest like fuck you to the fucking IWC that I've seen in my entire life.
Yep.
Like if Roman winning the belt at Mania last year wasn't like a big enough slap to the face, this is so much worse. Just the every element in this situation makes me want to stop watching wrestling for real. Just like a few days.
A break, yeah.
Okay, WTF.
Listen,
Sorry about that, guys.
What happened?
It just randomly. Oh, by the way, we're shutting down. Anyway, I'm back. So sorry about that.
I want to make sure that this nigga's not asleep. So, Kirk, your thoughts on the Rumble match?
Nah, he slumped. That man gone.
He's out.
Let's mute him now.
Okay.
This nigga, oh my god.
He's awake now. He's up now, I think.
Brother,
now he's up.
Brother Kirk, I knew you'd sleep.
Brother Kirk,
what y'all talking about? I was looking at my eyelids real quick.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Looking at your eyelids, alright?
What happened? What happened?
I'm asking you what your thoughts on
Thoughts on the Royal Rumble?
On the match, the Royal Rumble match.
It was truly not interesting at all. The ending made me mad. I hated seeing Roman there do his like crazy Superman stuff, like just being. I thought we were over this. I thought WWE knew.
Really? You thought that? I knew that. Like, I
thought they knew.
In a row of this.
Oh man. I hate the fact that there was like so few surprises, and like it was just a very
there weren't really like, and it was weird because like the surprises that the quote unquote surprises that they gave were like all like the last like 5 people, like so like they had Undertaker, they had Goldberg, they had Brock Lesnar.
No, those are announced ahead of time. I mean, like in terms of surprise, they only had like what Ty, Jack Gallagher, Mark Henry,
and Kalisto.
Kalisto. It's like we're thinking they're gonna bring back a wrestler. Like if that, actually no, they'll probably bring him back next year. I was thinking like Hacksaw Jim Duggan will show up, but that's probably gonna be next year when they actually do like
the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, but
could have been Finn Balor.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is he actually recovered? Like, has he been cleared yet?
I mean, still. Just anyone but Roman. Oh.
I'm still mad, and I know it was probably not going to happen soon, but still, I wanted my girl Nia to come through.
Yeah,
true.
Just like I wanted her to come through. If anything, you could have threw Enzo and James Ellsworth at her and let her have her little cute little moment where Enzo possibly tries to be like, "Hey, how you doing, big girl?" and she throws his ass out the ring. We could have had that moment. We could have had that moment.
I feel like that would have been vindication for Lana.
Say what?
That would have been vindication for Lana.
Exactly. And then she could have got like eliminated. I don't know who would. Now we're doing dream matches.
I think the most infuriating thing at moments like this, when we had to rely on anyone but Roman, is that you remember that Daniel Bryan is cleared.
Is he? Wait, is he really?
No, he
Daniel Bryan.
They just don't want it. They don't want him to wrestle because of the concussion thing, I think.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's been cleared by every doctor except WWE doctors. Literally, every doctor he's gone to has been like, "Yeah, dude, you can fucking wrestle." And then WWE's like, "Yeah, we already kind of sold that you concussed too much. You're done, bro. You can't come back."
And the weird thing about it is like they were kind of building up something between him and Miz.
Yeah, that's exactly. Which is why
that might actually be a Mania thing.
This is why
I feel like it's possible that might happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Miz lost the Intercontinental Championship to Dean Ambrose, because that would have been the kicker, to be honest. It would have been like, can't nobody beat me, especially after that big, huge promo that he put, where he pretty much just verbally bodied the fuck out of everybody. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like,
go back to the bingo halls, face ass.
Exactly. Like, hold on, don't be coming for the bingo halls because some of the best fucking wrestling in the world came out of bingo hall. AAW came out of a motherfucking bingo hall. And how many folks from AAW do we have in the WWE right now? At least a half a dozen. At least.
I just
Heidi Lovelace came from that bingo hall, bitches.
I feel I
Yep.
feel like they missed a big opportunity to push that Miz and Bryan feud a little further
Hmm.
by like when Miz showed up in the Rumble, they could have played Daniel Bryan's music and have him come out to it
Yeah.
because that would have been like the ultimate like just fuck him, fuck Daniel Bryan kind of thing.
Damn, look, I had to be in the Rumble. I'm so upset. Like, this was a perfect opportunity.
I
Especially
just
after
want
her win. Then again, there was too
I
many
just want
big
Daniel
guys.
Bryan. I just want Daniel Bryan to push it just a little too far because if you watch Talking Smack, he says some shit that he shouldn't be saying. Um, but I just want him to push it just like the little bit too far and test his value just a little too much because he knows that they can't just fire him. So he's just saying some shit and doing some shit he shouldn't be doing. But I just want him to push it just a little farther just so he can go back to Ring of Honor. That'd be great. This would make up for the whole fucking atrocity that was the Royal Rumble this year.
Yeah.
And I'd be okay.
And the
I'd be
thing about it is,
okay.
like, it sucked because, like, I mean, the actual Royal Rumble match for the most part, it was actually fun. Like, it wasn't gonna be like, it wasn't like a top 10 or whatever, as far like all time, but it was a good Royal Rumble for the most part up until the end part. Like, up until like the last like top 4 ish. I enjoyed it. It was fine, but then we got what we got at the end, and that was
Yeah. I think that everyone that ending was a fucking mess. That shit was a fucking travesty. And on that note, I think you guys want to call it because we've been going on.
Yeah.
For a
Plus,
minute.
if we go any
we are
longer,
doing
Shaq
couple-
go pass the hell out on us. That's a
Go pass out too. I'm
Like,
gonna turn
Kirk
the
go
like
pass out. Kirk is already
he
good.
already, yeah, he already passed
He
out.
gonna fall the hell out of his chair like he. I'm just waiting
I
for
just
him
want
to fall out the chair.
I just
I'm just waiting for it. Well, no, we ain't gonna hit nothing because
Yeah,
he
that's
muted. But he is he is wildly.
I just want to say pray for Kirk, pray for Kofi. You know what it is.
Pray for
African American
Naomi.
wrestling.
Yes.
What?
Pray for
Yeah, pray
Naomi.
for Naomi. We need Black Girl Magic and Mania.
Yes.
Black
'Cause
Girl
they've
Mania.
taken-
Let's do it.
They've,
Black Girl Mania.
they've taken away Sasha's Black Girl Magic, so we gotta get it somewhere.
Exactly.
And,
Let's just
one final thing before WWE, please get some good like black commentators because we've been getting
Right?
shit. Actual
because
shit.
David Otunga is still one of the worst commentators I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, David. The man was
Byron
having a
Saxton-
hard on over John Cena's bodybuilding routine. Like, seriously, bruh, chill.
To be fair, have you seen David Otunga though? Like they're both probably gym buddies or some shit.
I know. I'm just saying though. Like, we get it, David.
Yeah.
Like, he can bench
Yeah.
press your body weight. We get it.
Byron Saxton, like he's also kind of bad, but there's moments where he's like not awful. So I'm like, all right, but still pretty bad. And there's a new guy in NXT who's been there for like I'm gonna give him some slack because he's new.
Mm-hmm.
Percy Watson, I believe. He's like
Yeah.
the new
Yeah.
third commentator.
I
And-
feel like
Like,
I feel-
during Takeover, he wasn't really contributing much of anything, and I'm like, it might be nerves, it might be the fact that he's new, but like he needs a lot of improvement still.
I feel like the NXT will give him the space to grow, whereas like being on Raw probably doesn't. Because you have to think of like
Yeah.
they're having to plug Twitter shit, they're having to plug like ads and like they have to do a lot of stuff in addition to calling wrestling nowadays in WWE. So like it's really I think like commentating now is really hard, like harder than it's ever been.
That's
So
true.
like I think NXT will give him more space to figure out where he's at, find his voice and whatever. So I don't know. We'll see how he goes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
especially since Corey Graves is leaving. I'm thinking that
Nigel's
maybe
replacing him.
being replaced with Nigel McGuinness, which that is such a bad news, good news scenario. Like, you know what? we'll be fine with Nigel because Nigel's really fucking good.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things. Like I think we'll miss Corey Graves in NXT, but also it's like I mean, like we have to remember
He's doing everything else.
It's a developmental program, so it's like you're gonna lose all your good people eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know we have to give space to other people to grow and learn, and we have to remember what NXT is there for.
Yeah.
So here's what I propose. Let's send Roman Reigns back to NXT and keep him there.
Yeah.
Oh God, so he can so fucking Shinsuke can job to him? No, thank you.
Good point. Let's bring
Don't-
Shinsuke up in return. Let's trade.
Trade.
Them. Let's do a trade off.
But I'm just saying though. So we're gonna all the folks who are gonna job to Roman, Roderick Strong, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor. Would you, Robert? Do you really want to put them through that? Do you really want to put them through that? If we can keep Roman on the mid card, it would be fine.
The thing about it is though, like Roman, I feel like Roman can be a main event player. They just don't want to book him to his strengths. They want to make him a John Cena, and he's not. That's the issue. Like it's not an issue of Roman Reigns because I feel like he's gotten a lot better in the last couple of years. I think even like his mic work could be good if they would just let him do just like
if they would let him say his own shit.
Yeah, if he could freestyle his promos, I think he'd be fine. It's just they want him to be a John Cena, and he's not. Completely different personality, completely different presence, different appearance. Like he is just the antithesis
he's more of the
John Cena.
anti-hero than the babyface.
Exactly.
Suffering succotash.
Yeah. Right.
Succotash, son. Yo,
I feel like if anything, you could book Cena, or you could put Roman Reigns to almost be like a Steve Austin in a way, like, but a darker version of Steve Austin. Like, if if you're gonna try and model them off of any top babyface, that would be the way to go, because like a darker, more brooding version of Austin, but like similar, because Austin wasn't like a bubbly babyface like Cena is. He's an anti-hero. He's not like, I don't know. You almost have to book him babyface, but as a heel kind of thing.
Yeah. Just fuck Roman. I'm gonna go see Roman. I'm tired. Let's end this show. On that note, thank you guys for watching another episode of the African American Announce Table. I hope you enjoyed the Rumble, and let us know what you guys liked or hated. Let us know what you guys thought about the Rumble and NXT. Just add us on our Twitter page at AA Announce Table on Twitter. You could also follow all of us individually. I'll do it for Kurt because he's asleep. You can follow him. Oh, you're awake now. Niggas awake now. Just in time to start off. Okay, cool.
I hit my head on my keyboard.
We knew it. We called it.
I was waiting for it.
It happened.
Kirk wakes up to plug his Twitter. Interesting.
I hit my head on my keyboard, y'all.
Very interesting.
There's like slob in my keyboard.
Of course,
I bet it is.
And of course, the one who already has the most followers by far, he's the one who wakes up in time to plug his Twitter.
Right?
Interesting.
I don't even have to do the Twitter
First
thing.
you talk about how Missy Elliott fucking Twitter mutuals. Now it's like, oh, I'm a show up again. Yo, hey guys, follow my Twitter. Oh
Hold on,
shit,
let me see how many fucking. Hold on. Kirk has approximately.
Can we do this once the show is over, so I can go to bed, please?
56,000, nigga. Like, no.
Class in the morning.
Okay.
Alright. But anyway, I'm Shaq. You can follow me on Twitter at Shaq Excellence. I'm also on Instagram and Snapchat and Tumblr at Shaq Excellence. And yeah.
Right.
I'm Ismail at Lanzo Forever on Twitter, on Instagram, on Tumblr, all that shit. Fuck Roman Reigns. Pray for King Kofi. I'm fucking gone. Like, I'm done. Fuck. No.
Okay. Angry Black Homo. HOE Homo. And I am on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat on that same name.
Kirk.
Wake your ass up, nigga. He's at Wake Your Ass Up on Twitter.
El Capitan 94 on Twitter. Bitter Cocoa Man on Snapchat. Hope you have a wonderful day.
And of course, like I said, the Pink Ranger to this Dino Charge team, Source Dumal on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Tumblr. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see y'all next time for Elimination Chamber, which is in like 2 weeks.
Right.
Is it Elimination Chamber or is that the SmackDown exclusive show?
It's a SmackDown,
Yeah,
exclusive.
SmackDown exclusive.
So we will see
Okay.
if we will get Cena versus Orton round 6,000.
We will figure out WrestleMania by then.
But yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Later. Yep.
Bye.